Greetings, lovely citizens from beautiful Checkmate Station. Qutatron here. I saw lot of comments from players that are playing in Stanton and they think they are not ready to go to Pyro and to play here. But you know what? You are ready. You just need to know a couple of things to survive in Pyro. And today I will do proper Pyro survival guide for every player like me, who is solo player, who just want to go here, do some missions, get some cool Pyro stuff, mind his own business and avoid unnecessary conflicts. If you are one of these players, be free to ask any question in the comments. And if you are experienced Star Citizen, please feel free to share your knowledge in comments with other players. Maybe I will also learn something because I learned a lot from comments, exactly from comments under my videos. That's why I am sharing right now all these informations. And if you are not subscribing yet, please consider subscribing because it will help me a lot and hopefully this little guide will help also other players. Pyro is indeed dangerous place, so you need to be prepared. But you don't really need anything crazy. A standard heavy armor with big backpack for your loot, some nice weapons, and of course Paramet medical device will be very useful. I have also tractor beam because I don't really know when I will find some nice components to loot or when I need this tractor beam, and yeah, that's all. You don't need too much to do your daily missions in Pyro. I am using today simple Drake cutter with some of stealth components because being stealthy in Pyro is very important. This is probably the most important thing about your ship you need to consider. That's why using even small starter ship is very good thing in Pyro, and you don't need, to be honest, meta overpowered fighter or something like this. Simple cutter, Pisces, even Aurora will be very good, but we will discuss ships and loadouts little bit later. Having small ground vehicle like this Mirai Pulse available in Lorville, for example, it's also very useful in Pyro, especially if you want to do some stealthy missions, some infiltration missions, and you want to spend a little bit more time on looting. First thing, before I go out, I want to plan my today's gameplay. Let's go to contracts. I accepted already 3 different contracts around Pyro 1 and Pyro 2. I want just to show you a couple of different missions and how to approach to them to do it quickly and, the most importantly, save and make your money, in my opinion, much better money in Pyro than in Stanton. Now, before you go out of the space station, in my case it's Checkmate, go first to the nav mode. You need to be in nav mode. Close your landing gear, ping, let's see if anything is on your way, and boost your way to the front. We need to be relatively far away from space station because sometimes some players just flying around and they can destroy your ship for fun because there is no armistry zone around space stations in Pyro. Of course, sometimes The turrets are shooting at these guys, but not every time, and these turrets are also not always very responsive. So if someone is good PvPer and know what he is doing and just want to grief other players, he will have no problems. But if you go very fast out and fly away, you will be not targeted. Alright, I am far away enough. Now let's fly to Monox and let's do my job. And yeah, we are now on beautiful planet of Monox. I am going to Yang's place. I am pinging because I don't know if any player is around. I see some ships. I need to go to the SCM mode very quickly because I am using industrial quantum drive, which IR signature is very high. But I am using this because it's faster and more efficient than stealth quantum drive. What I was doing back in the day, I just wanted to go very close to the settlement, shoot from my ship, land somewhere and loot the hell out of the outpost. And very often other player appears and destroyed my ship. That's why don't do it. Oh, as we see, we have some players here. I am about 2 kilometers away. I will take my ground vehicle. You can also risk a little bit, go a little bit closer if you really want. I want to hide here. Maybe I will be not too visible, staying away from this settlement above of this mountain. Let's land. I turn off my ship completely. If someone want to go here and destroy my cutter, he will do it anyway, even if I have shield up. But if my ship is shoot down like this, my signatures are much lower and my cutter is not so visible. Let's take my right and let's go. If you are using here ground vehicles, always go as high as you can, because collisions can be very brutal. And I'm not even bothering to close my ship because, you know, if someone want to steal my ship or destroy it, he will do it anyway, so it's not Stanton. I just need to be lucky and I just need to count on that my ship will be not destroyed, because no one will want to destroy or take some components from simple cutter. And there is a lot of other ships around, so even if my ship will be destroyed, I can find another one. Unfortunately, still, we can find some buggy contracts. I don't really know if this contract will work properly. I don't have here any markers. And here is a fuel tank. Let's try to destroy it. Okay. One fuel tank is destroyed. And now, what I've done. I attacked something using my ground vehicle. So, my marker will go red, like this marker of these turrets. I'm often avoiding shooting at anything using my ship or my ground vehicle because my marker will go red. But pulse is very small, so I can risk, but I'm not recommending this. As we see, this particular mission is not working. I will return to my ship and I will try to do another one. Okay, lovely. I found another mission around Yang's place. So I fly there. And this time, as we see, remaining liquid fuel tanks 100% marker here is appearing. This is great. I have markers for this fuel tanks. Oh, this is one small outpost. This is another small outpost. And here are full tanks. Let's check out if any NPC is spawning here. I don't see anyone. I could go there and leave my Mirai pools there, very close to the building, but I really don't want to do it. Because NPCs can destroy it. So I leave it here. This is also very important. Not only players are threat in Pyro, but also NPCs and turrets. I could shoot these fuel tanks already using my gun, but I want to go inside, or at least on the roof, check out this place. Maybe I find something nice, maybe I find some spare weapon and ammunition, because grinding these contracts needs some ammunition, to be honest. I have some, but you know, I like to have more. And maybe I will show you what kind of cool stuff we can find in Pyro. For example, this beautiful Karna rifle with custom paint, just lying here like this. Karna is nice weapon in Pyro because a lot of NPCs are using it. You can collect this and sell it if you really want. Selling weapons is good thing, and selling ammunition, because if you have heavy backpack you can slap there lot of guns and lot of ammunition, and then sell it in, for example, space station. Okay, do we have some NPCs? So NPCs are not spawning here. Okay, I don't see as well any boxes. And yes, contract complete. If you are doing handyman missions, of course not in this patch, in upcoming 4.1.1, probably handyman's missions will be a thing, so you can always grab some fuses. It will be very useful. They will be useful as well. Okay, I check out also inside of this building and I go to my ship and try to do another mission. I really enjoy to do it, especially in Pyro. Okay, I don't see NPCs, I see some weapons lying around, so we can always take it and sell it. I don't see any boxes as well. So looks like this spawn point is just bugged. Alright, we will see each other in the moment. Okay, I'm back and I found another mission, but as we see, something is going around. Here is player, he is doing some contracts. I am still on my pulse. Hopefully he will not see me. Oh, as you see, for a moment his marker was turning red because he is attacking this NPC. I found another contract around Jackson Swap, so we can chain all of this contract and we can fly around the one place or drive around one place and do these contracts again and again. And I will go here to destroy server racks. And now, I don't want to shoot anyone. At least for now. This remote outpost is bigger than previous one. I don't know if we can spot here any NPCs. Maybe they will as well not spawning properly. but I need to be very careful here. Okay, I have some cover. Now, no NPCs. No NPCs. And okay, to destroy it you don't need to shoot it, just use melee attack. Okay, server racks destroyed. Lovely. Oh, another loot box. And because there is no NPCs, I can loot this without too much problems, but there is nothing interesting, to be honest. Maybe I change location because I think here is lot of very buggy outposts. Alright, as we see, my cutter is still here. And it's not destroyed. Okay, I am around Shepherd's Rest. As we see, we have some players here. These players probably fight each other. I try to avoid them. Let's fly this way. It's a little bit hard because I am in SCM mode, not in nav mode, because I don't want to be spotted. Shepherd's Rest is one of the main settlements in Pyro. This is on planet Bloom, and I moved here because usually most of the contracts are working on Bloom without too much problems. And usually these big settlements with lot of smaller outposts around are really popular amongst players, especially PvPers, and especially Shepherd's Rest. So having a small starter ship, small stealthy starter ship, is very good here, because if someone is flying around in F7A or any other meta fighter, will probably don't think that small cutter is a threat for him or good target to do some PvP. But you know, I don't want to be too close, because I don't know, we have legitimate PvPers right now in Star Citizen, and I think they are majority, but we have of course also the guys that just like to blow stuff, no matter what it is. This guy is probably not interested in my ship, so this time I do something else, and little bit closer to the outpost, as we see. Not too close, just maybe here. So if you are using Aurora, you can do the same thing. There is no turrets around. Power off, and let's go. I need to destroy more fuel tanks. Unfortunately, I have massive desyncs right now, massive lags on this server, so it will be hard to do. But hopefully I will be okay. Alright, fuel tanks are here on the roof. I don't see NPCs so far. Oh, a loot box. Nothing crazy, but I take this spare multi-tool and mining attachment. Let's peek inside. Massive lags. No NPCs as well here. It's really bad day to do guides like this. But I hope you know what I mean. So we have some NPCs. So we can farm here, nice armor, some weapons. I don't want really these legs, but these gloves are great. And very often if you find these NPCs, different NPCs, you can also find very cool looking stuff. Especially if we're talking about armor and clothing. Like these pants, for example. Alright, let's get rid of these fuel tanks. Lovely. Oh, now they are spawning. What's wrong? We have more stuff to loot. Do we have a jacket here? Yes, we have very cool jacket here. And sniper rifle, which is always very handy. Let's get back to ship. You of course can go back and forth and try to loot a little bit more, but on this ground POIs, when other players are flying around, I think it's not worth to do it. Better to go for a couple of minutes, loot a little bit only using your backpack and go away. Definitely better place to loot will be asteroid base, which I show you right now. So we will see each other in the moment. Alright, we are around asteroid base. And here often are hostile ships, which is not good at all. Let's go to SCM mode. A player. Maybe better to approach from this side. As we see, we have also a lot of destroyed ships around. Yes, he is fighting with NPCs. For me, it's good because I don't need to deal with hostile NPCs. First, I need to spot turrets. I am flying very slow around this asteroid, pinging. Here we have turrets. On the other side of this asteroid, I need to find a nice place to hide. Freaking hell. So another desync. I was almost destroyed. Okay. Let's stay here in this hole. I will be less visible if I hide somewhere like this. Power off. Open everything. Let's fly towards entrance. Turrets are not shooting at hover bikes, which is great. And this place looks awesome. And now, this is the entrance. I want to leave my pulse very close to the entrance, because my pulse will be as well not only my transportation but also my storage. I can always open my storage here and put excess of stuff here. And because these asteroid bases are not really often used by players, to do something. You know, it's not very popular place, so I can spend more time here and loot a little bit more. Like here we have whole armor set. I need to kill all the hostiles here. Here very often are also hostiles, but I don't see anyone here right now. Okay, now let's go this way very fast. Here is another one. And now here we have markers. Oh, nice t-shirt. I am taking only spare weapons and ammunition and some cosmetic stuff, because I don't really need anything more. Now, because we are here and I have only a couple of hostiles left, I will return to this area. I will jump here and I glitched. Oh freaking hell, every time I am recording this, some type of this shit is happening. I have no choice, I need to backspace. Alright, I returned, and as we see, some of hostiles respawned. Not too much, but I still need to be very careful. There is one more. Some of these NPCs have even manticore helmets. Okay, I need to get back my stuff. Okay. Now I didn't glitch. Yes. Oh, great, I have everything. Before I kill rest of enemies, I want to check out if we find some nice loot here. I am checking here. Oh, here we have a loot crate with more Coda ammunition, with Coda Nighthawk pistol, P4 magazines, normal compensator, so nothing special. Usually here is the best place to loot. We have some food here, some drinks, and another loot crate, but normal one, not special one, unfortunately. Let's go down. Here is something sometimes, as well as here. This is actually a weapon crate, but without any weapons, so this time I didn't found any special loot. Nothing here. I need to get out. Before I go further, because I have some time and I can try to find more stuff, like delta scorched times 1 reflex. Lovely, I never found such a thing like this. Okay, I installed this on my Coda. So I return to my Mirai pools and I place there all the stuff I found here, and I go further deeper into the station, and then I will have more space to loot more stuff from fallen enemies, for example, and from boxes. Now let's go this way. Now we can go this way. A box with some mats. Here is that guy with light armor, so nothing special. Here we have another place to check out. But no boxes here. And here is another place with box, as we see. And yeah, scorched, time for telescopic attachment. And nice sleeveless vest. 2 enemies are here. They have Karna ammunition. Enemies left, 4%. There is more enemies. No, so this contract will be not completed, unfortunately, because of bug. But at least I can take some loot. If I am doing these missions, it's mainly for loot. Oh, new target appeared. Lovely. So maybe I will not lose this task. Oh, another loot box. Meds are always good. Loot box with a weapon, probably. Nothing special here. Devastator's shotgun is not bad at all, but it's not also the best. Okay, here we have more boxes. At least I can find some ammunition and meds. They are still shooting at my dead body. Last one. Okay, but contract is complete. I found nice amount of loot, so we will see each other in the moment. Okay, enough contracts for today. As you see, I died only once because of bug. So, this is perfectly possible to survive in Pyro, do some missions, do some money, loot some cool stuff, and have a good time. And now, let's discuss ship choices for Pyro. Okay, what we need to check out if we want to have a solo, nice daily driver in Pyro. It needs to be small and have low cross-section signature. This is Aurora LX and have only 5.3k of cross-section signature. This is the highest value for the biggest side of Aurora, but to make this thing very simple, we will look at the highest cross-section signature, mainly because if you park your ship somewhere around the outpost, you don't really know which side other players will see. So we really need a small ship with low signature. This is one very important thing. Second important thing is quantum fuel capacity. If you want to travel between planets in Pyro, you need more quantum fuel. Aurora LX as Pathfinder have 1.8 SCU of quantum fuel, which is very good amount. And the third thing you are looking for is functionality of ship, claiming time. As we see, Aurora needs only 2 minutes and 42 seconds to expedite, and we can buy it in Lorville for less than 700,000 UEC. This is of course Hercule.games DPS calculator and loadout calculator. Very useful website. This is actualization for upcoming 4.1.1 patch. I think most of you will play after patch drop, so I want to be accurate if we're talking about this, and I slapped here stealth power plant, Delta Max grade B, single vapor block stealth grade B cooler, and 2 civilian grade A shields to have these signatures very low and very close to the cross-section signature. But if you turn off the shields, engines and weapons, your EM signature is dropping drastically. And if we're talking about quantum drive, I could use this stock one, EOS Civilian Grade C. It's very good because it's efficient, but if you want to be stealthy, even in nav mode, I will use this Drift. It's also very efficient, maybe not so efficient as the previous one, and definitely it's not so fast, but at least the signatures are much lower. And yeah, Aurora LX, very cheap, very useful ship for playing in Pyro, but have one big downside: don't have place to transport, for example, Mirai Pulse or any other hover bike. But at least have 4 guns and can do as well low-level dogfighting contracts, which is very good, especially in Pyro. Another proposition is C8R Pisces Rescue, a medical variant of Pisces. This is no-brainer, little bit bigger cross-section signature, still very low. You can't really fight in this ship, but at least you have medical bed with spawn point, little storage, and you can even transport a Mirai Pulse inside. But the downside of this ship is lack of normal bed, so you can't really log out in this ship. And on top of this, all Pisces variants have nice big quantum fuel tanks. And I placed here as well stealth cooler, stealth power plant, but I placed also industrial grade A palisade shield. This is the most powerful shield if we're talking about HP pool in upcoming patch. And even with this industrial power plant, the EM signature in Pisces is very low. So this is my choice. You can always turn off the shield, engines and so on and so forth, and you are stealthy as hell. Next ship is of course my favorite, Cutter Rambler. You can use normal cutter, but Cutter Rambler have huge quantum fuel tank, have also very low signatures, and as well can transport Mirai pools without any problems. You can log out in this ship. You have nice storage. You can also transport a box or something else. So, very useful little ship if we're talking about Pyro, my favorite choice to do some mercenary contracts in this system, but of course don't have any medical bed. For me, it's not a big deal, because if my home location is in Stanton, I don't want to use medical ship in Pyro, because if my ship will be destroyed and I will be killed, I will respawn, for example, in Lorville, and I can't return very fast to the Pyro. So, using not medical ship in Pyro if your home system is Stanton, in my opinion, is very good choice. That's why I was using today a standard cutter. What about Titan? Titan also have relatively small cross-section signature, little bit higher than previous ships, but is also very useful. So something for something. I will change some components. Let's select single stealth cooler. I use this time Lunacore Competition Grade A power plant because we need little bit more power in ship like Titan. And now, if we're talking about shields, we can use the most powerful shields, for example Palisades. If you really want to use this ship for dogfighting, you can do it, but as we see signature is higher, you can always turn off one shield if you are doing infiltration missions or something, or even turn off power in shields completely, so you can still be very stealthy. And if you are doing, for example, bounty contracts in Pyro, you can turn it again. So in my opinion, this is very good choice. But if you don't want to remember again and again to turn off and turn on your shield, you can also go for double civilian Concords. This is civilian grade A shield. As we see, the EM signature is very similar to the cross section, so it's also not bad choice. You can also go for stealth shields like shimmers, but in my opinion it's not worth it. It's better just take one palisade and turn on and turn off the second one. This is loadout for Titan. Titan is also very useful ship in Pyro because it's very useful ship overall. It's fast, which is very important. In upcoming patch you can also use something like, for example, Drake Herald, bigger cross section as we see. This is the highest cross section, of course. Herald on the front have very low cross section, but it's still valuable asset if we're talking about playing in Pyro. Not too much quantum fuel capacity. Titan also don't have too much quantum fuel capacity, so be sure you use the most efficient quantum drive. But at least Herald is fast as hell, and in upcoming 4.1.1 patch we'll get working storage and working weapon rack, so you can also do some looting using this ship. But more versatile choice will be Nomad, with also not terrible cross section as we see. Below 10k it's not bad at all. in my opinion. And Nomad also will have additional storage inside under the bed in 4.1.1. This ship have 3 shields, so I installed 3 Concords, and this is mandatory. Don't swap it to Palisades because you will have not enough power to have full power to the shields and weapons, and relatively enough power to power your engines. As we see with this civilian grade A shields, I still don't have full power to the engines here in Nomad. Of course, Lunacore, like in Titan, and Vapor Block Stealth Grade B. Cooler. And yeah, this is Nomad. Very good ship in Pyro. Unfortunately, also don't have too much quantum fuel capacity. But what if you want to use bigger ship? In my opinion, the best choice for you will be Zeus Mark II CL, because have only 10k cross section if we talking about the biggest cross section, and this is insane. Such a big ship have almost the same cross section signature like Nomad. This is weird as hell. But we need to do some adjustments if we want to stay stealthy in Pyro. So doing proper loadout for Zeus is much more difficult because of bigger components and 3 shields and 2 power plants. Definitely you need to swap weapons on your turret to some type of ballistics to lower your signatures and power consumption. This is very important. 2 Omniskies cannons are okay. If we're talking about shields, I placed here 2 ramparts, the most powerful shields, at least available in shops, and 1 Obscura Stealth Grade C size 2 shield, because I wanted to balance power consumption. As we see, EM signature is still pretty high, but if we turn off the shields, we have 11.3k. And if we also turn off the weapons, we have less than 10k of EM signature, which is great, because you don't need, to be honest, shields and weapons, and even engines, so you can leave the weapons like this. You are turning off engines and shields if you are parking your ship couple of kilometers from your destination, and you are pretty much safe, if we can really talking about being safe in Pyro, but definitely more safe than just staying very close to the settlement with full power to everything. You are visible as hell. But as you see, even big ship like Zeus Mark II CL can be very good choice to use in Pyro. In my opinion, the second version, Zeus ES, is also pretty nice, but you really need to adjust some stuff here, because this ship have even more shields, 4 shields in Zeus Mark II ES, and little bit bigger a cross-section signature, but 11k is still not bad. So as we see, even with a standard loadout, if we turn off engines and shields and 1 cooler, our signature is pretty low. So that's all if we're talking about ships for Pyro. Please tell me in the comment if you have any other ideas. Of course, I'm not talking about top tier fighter ships like, for example, F7C Hornet Ghost, because yeah, Hornet Ghost is very good ship to use in Pyro because it's stealthy, but don't have too much storage, and can't transport any type of ground vehicle. And if you will fly in something like Hornet Ghost or any other fighter around crowded areas in Pyro, you probably will be threatened as an enemy, because Hornets are, of course, very dangerous ships. If you like this video and if you like this channel overall, please consider subscribing, it will help me a lot. And if you want to help this channel to be better and better, please also check out pinned comment. That's all for today. Thanks for watching, have a great day, and bye bye.